CTV Calgary, local breaking news.
Good afternoon. The province has asked Alberta teachers to return to the classroom on Monday while mediation continues in the strike. But teachers are holding their ground. The Alberta Teachers Association says the province made the request in a letter, but also stated that classroom size would not be part of the mediated process. Overcrowding in classrooms is one of the top issues identified by the ATA as a sticking point in negotiations. The teachers' union is standing by its assertion that Alberta has the largest classroom sizes in Canada while spending the least per student.
We are working in a system that is chronically underfunded and has been for years. We needed to see about $1 billion just to come to the Canadian average in budget 2025. Our proposal that we put forward around student-teacher ratios is reasoned, balanced, and phased.
The province says it will look at ordering teachers back to work on October 27th. If that happens, the ATA says it will have to consider what to do next. Another person has died after getting hit while crossing a Calgary street. It happened around 8:30 last night on Wood Park Boulevard in the southwest. A woman in her 80s died. Police say the 20-year-old driver remained at the scene and speed is being investigated as a factor. This is the third pedestrian death on Calgary roads in 24 hours. There was another pedestrian injured last night in the northeast. It happened just before 6 near the intersection of Whitehorn Drive and 36th Street. Emergency crews transported an adult to the Foothills Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. No word yet on charges. A fatality inquiry into a deadly rollover at the Columbia Icefield is underway. In July 2020, 3 people died and 14 were injured after a tour bus tumbled down an embankment. Police did not lay criminal charges, but the bus operator pleaded guilty to charges under Alberta's Occupational Health and Safety Act and was fined. Fatality inquiries don't assign blame. Instead, they make recommendations to prevent similar deaths. The judge who investigated a controversy at Alberta Health Services says he found no evidence of wrongdoing by government officials, but he admits there may be more to the story. Retired Manitoba Chief Judge Raymond Wyant looked into the procurement of children's pain medication and surgical facilities. In his report released today, Wyant admits witnesses were not under oath and several people declined to be interviewed. Among those not interviewed, Health Minister Adriana LaGrange and Premier Danielle Smith. Wyant did interview Sam Murrach, the CEO of MH Care, the company at the center of the controversy, and Athena Mentzelopoulos, the fired AHS CEO, whose lawsuit sparked his investigation. Among Wyant's recommendations, improved conflict of interest regulations. Immigration officers claim they found 4 undocumented workers after searching a Calgary construction site this week. On Wednesday, the Canada Border Services Agency inspected the team working on the event center after receiving a tip about the work site. Because it's a large site, immigration officers asked Calgary Police Service officers to be there as an extra security measure. The 4 individuals found without status are required to report to the CBSA office this week. The investigation is ongoing. Monday is voting day for the municipal election. Advance voting wrapped up last weekend, with Elections Calgary reporting just over 96,000 advance voters. That's down from the 141,000 in 2021. On Monday, polls will be open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Voters can use the online Where to Vote tool to find the polling location nearest to them. And CTV News Calgary will have complete coverage of the results, analysis and reaction online on election night, and we will be live on TV at 11 p.m. Art Spot Calgary is hosting its second annual Under $200 art show this week. There are hundreds of pieces by close to 50 local artists at the show. It's a chance for Calgarians to pick up an original piece of art for an affordable price. The show has connected artists with buyers for 18 years. Organizers say many of the pieces would normally be sold for much more outside this show.
This show is all originals. It's not prints. Actually, there are a few prints in the gift shop, but the entire exhibition floor is all original artwork. And yeah, a lot of these pieces are worth thousands of dollars for sure. Yeah, and like hundreds of hours of work. And yeah, it's incredible.
The show runs until Sunday at 1029 10th Avenue Southwest. A coveted moment in Calgary's history is once again helping raise funds so local kids can play sports. The Hangin' in the Dome, Chillin' with Jerome t-shirt was created during the 2004 Stanley Cup run when Jerome McGinley led the Flames. Back then, it was sold to raise money for Kidsport Calgary. Now, local company Sea of Dead has re-released the shirts for the 30th anniversary of the nonprofit. The goal is to raise $10,000.
Back then, that's how we sold almost all the t-shirts. Is Vibe 98.5 at the time had a van, and people would just come up with $20 bills and we'd sell them t-shirts. But it was such an awesome experience, and Jerome has been was involved with Kidsport Calgary for a very long time. And so it was just this awesome partnership.
If you're interested in getting one of the shirts, head to the Sea of Dead website. Thanks for joining us. We'll have more on the top stories coming up on CTV News at 5 and 6 or anytime online at ctvnews.ca/Calgary.